Told folks, you gotta cock that bitch this way, man. What you on, Brody?
I ain't end up in there when we was really drilling. Cause I wet you and won't seek for.
Shout out to all the G Herbo fans, man. Welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get right into the story so you know what's happening with your man, G Herbo. Alright, G Herbo pleaded guilty on Friday, July 28th to his role in a scheme that used stolen credit card information to pay for a lavish lifestyle. I'm talking about real lavish lifestyle, like including private jets, exotic car rentals, luxury vacation rental, and even expensive designer puppies, dogs. Woo, woo. Yeah, that part. Under a deal with the prosecutors, the 27-year-old Chicago rapper, whose real name is Herbert Wright III, entered a guilty plea in federal court in Springfield, Massachusetts, to conspiracy to commit wire fraud and making false statements. In exchange, prosecutors dismissed several counts of aggravated identity theft. We talking about G Herbo, A-list rapper G Herbo. You know, a lot of these rappers ain't really got the money like that from their rap stuff, if you know what I mean. They just not selling enough songs and streams and records, and they're not booking enough shows and getting the money like that. So how else are they maintaining their lifestyle or living this fancy life that we see portrayed in videos, in the magazines, on TV, etc., etc.? Some people get into some things. If somebody said to you before that that's what G Herbo does and it ain't rap money that's doing all that, if you a fan of G Herbo, you probably would have said, shut up, y'all just so jealous. Why can't a man make money and be successful and y'all just accepted that hard work got him all that? Well, when it comes to fruition like this, and you so guilty that you gotta cop a plea, else they about to throw you up under the jail, that's under the jail, then hey, that's all the proof we need to say, well, I guess that's what it was. There's an article that says G Herbo announces a non-profit organization that's called Swerving Through Stress for Mental Health. He's trying to do some philanthropical work, you know, try to get on the good side of law enforcement, the good side of government officials, the good side of the people, trying to give back some of that money that he stole, I guess. I don't know. I think he's looking at a whole lot of time right now, though. So the story goes on to say that he also agreed to forfeit nearly $140,000. That's the amount that he benefited from what prosecutors have said was a total of $1.5 million in this scheme that involved several other people. Man, listen, when they say several, if you're talking about 7 people and it's 1.5 mil and we're gonna have to split it and my piece only come out to 140,000, that's not enough money to be out here renting private jets, buying and exotic cars and luxury vacation and expensive puppies. That's what they said. These are all the things they said he did with the money. But right here they said his take was 140,000. How? Because 140,000 couldn't do all that. Anyhow, Mr. Wright, who is G Herbo, he used stolen account information as his very own unlimited funding source, using victims' payment cards to finance an extravagant lifestyle and to advance his career. This is what U.S. Attorney Joshua Levy said in a statement. Advance his career would obviously mean that he would be able to hang out with the who's of who's, pop bottles with the who's of who's, be in the same environment with the who's of who's, have what they have, and look like he belonged there. You're talking about having your videos looking like you spent some money on them, having your songs sounding like you spent some money on them, and paying for that promotion, for them to be played on radio and at other events and all that other stuff. It takes a lot to break an artist, as in to make an artist famous, right? And if you don't have that financial backing, then you got to go get it somehow. It's sad, but this is what it is. A lot of these dudes get funded by dope money, street money, and that's how it goes. So they're forever indebted and affiliated, and then you know how the rest goes, crash and burn. Mr. Wright, they said, used stolen information from these cards as his own unlimited funding source. Sentencing is scheduled for November 7th. Damn. And he faces a maximum of 25 years in prison. A voicemail seeking comment was left with his attorney. He faces a max of 25 years in prison. He ain't getting no 25 years. He'll probably get 4 or 5 years, maybe. He ain't getting no 25 years. I've seen people do a whole lot more, and they got a whole lot less than 25 years. Now, from at least March 7th of 2017 until November of 2018, it is said that G Herbo and his promoter Antonio Strong, they used text messages, social media messages, and email to share account information that were taken from dark websites, authorities said. Y'all gotta be on that dark web shit. I don't know nothing about the dark web, and as far as I'm concerned, everything I see about the dark web sends somebody to prison, so I don't even try to figure out how to get on the dark web. There's a whole lot of information on there though. Anyhow, on one occasion, the stolen account information was used to pay for a chartered jet to fly the rapper and members of his entourage from Chicago to Austin, Texas, authorities confirmed. On another, a stolen account was used to pay nearly $15,000 for G Herbo and 7 other people to stay several days in a 6-bedroom villa in Jamaica, man. $15,000. In court documents, prosecutors said that G Herbo used the proceeds as these frauds to travel to various concert venues, to advance his career by posting photographs and videos of himself on these private jets, in these exotic cars, and at the Jamaican villa in Jamaica. G Herbo also helped Strong order 2 designer Yorkshire Terrier puppies from a Michigan pet shop. Strong is his promoter, right? Okay, so the prosecution is saying he even used some of the money to help Strong order 2 Yorkshire Terrier puppies from a Michigan pet shop using a stolen credit card and a fake Washington State driver's license, according to the indictment. The total cost for those puppies was $10,000. $10,000, bro. You could have went to the local pet shop, the one that they have rescued pets at, and get you one of them pretty little puppies. I don't know. Anyhow, when the pet shop owner asked to confirm the purchase with G Herbo, Strong, who is the promoter, directed her to do so through an Instagram message, and G Herbo confirmed that he was buying the puppies, authorities said. So G Herbo basically left a whole lot of trail that led back to him, right? All this internet stuff, all this IG stuff, all this texting back and forth, it never goes away. It's stored somewhere up in the clouds, and if authorities want it, they're going to get it, as you see in the YNW Melly trial. Now, because the stolen credit card information was authentic, the transactions went through, and it wasn't until later on that the real credit card holder noticed and reported that, hey, somebody's been using my credit card. G Herbo was also charged in May of 2021 with lying to investigators by denying that he had had any ties to Strong, who is his promoter, when in fact the two had worked together since at least 2016, prosecutors found out. Strong himself has pleaded not guilty, and he is awaiting his trial. G Herbo has already been found guilty. He already copped a plea. He's already waiting on his sentencing, which will happen in November. G Herbo's music is centered on his experience growing up on the east side of Chicago in a neighborhood that's called Terrortown, including gangs and guns and violence and all that other stuff. He released his mixtape Welcome to Fazoland and Pistol P projects in 2014. both named for friends who had been killed in the city. He grew up with a lot of trauma around him, a lot of drama around him. You know, that type of inner city, ghetto type of environment. People die on a regular basis. Youngin get caught up in gang activities, start getting into run-ins with the law at an early age. All that's a part of his story that is well documented. His first album was 2017's Humble Beast, and his latest is Survivor's Remorse, which was released last year. In 2020 album, PTSD actually debuted at number 7 on the Billboard 200 albums chart. I guess that money was well spent. To chart at number 7 on the 200 billboards, yo, that's high up on the charts. G Herbo also started a program in Chicago called Swerving Through Stress, aimed at giving urban youths tools to navigate mental health crisis after publicly acknowledging his own struggles with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Youngin saw too much. Growing up, he's traumatized. He is suffering from PTSD and he needs help. And he has recognized that and he's getting the help he needs. And he feels like others have done the same, seen the same things he has. So if he can help them out in any way through his organization called Swerving Through Stress, that is what his intention is to do. In 2021, he was named to Forbes 30 Under 30 music list. And his accolades continue. Well, let's close this piece off by saying this. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Slow money is better than no money. But, you know, they say big risk, big rewards. I guess some people are willing to take big risks, and those are the people that enjoy the big rewards. Sometimes big risks lead to a big old setback, and this is what this is going to be for G Herbo, because they about to hit him up with some time. And like I said, I don't think he's getting no 25 years. He'll probably be out in like 2, 3, maybe 5 at max. Let's see how this goes. Even though I have seen people catch 25 years recently for PPP money that was stolen. So I don't know how the court's going to work this out. I wish him all the best, and I hope he learns from this. I'll catch y'all on another side. It's Hot Topics TV. You already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. I'm out. Peace.